Hey there, friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range today, doing a little bit of goofing around. It is getting towards the end of June 2026. Last couple of days before we can get entries into the giveaway over at MN Shooting Sports, mnshootingsports.com. MN Shooting Sports is Mike's YouTube channel. Make sure you check out both of those places. Nothing for sale there, just great shooting challenges that he puts up. But we're going to give one more try to the iron sight challenge. It won't be my last time doing the iron sight challenge, but it'll be my last entry into his giveaway that he's doing at the end of June. And we're going to be doing that with one of my favorite Mossbergs, probably the rarest Mossberg that I own. This one is really pretty cool. I love my military trainers. I have Winchesters and Remingtons and Mossbergs and Springfields, and you just name it, Stevens. And this one is probably one of the rarest. This one is a Mossberg 144 US. And best estimation that I have found, they only made like a couple thousand of these. And most of them went to the military. The bolt is open, the mag is open, or the bolt is open, the mag is empty. Most of these went to the military and got very, very beat up. So this one is in exceptional shape as far as these 144 USs go. Now, I've pointed this out before and somebody's contradicted me, but I still haven't found any evidence to the contrary. So typically the model 144 or any Mossberg with the 1 in front of it would denote a gun that was built 1949 or later, and the 1 actually says that you have a scope dovetail on the receiver. And as far as I can tell, somebody contradicted me in the past, but I still haven't found any evidence to back up his claim. But this is the only 1 series gun that doesn't have now maybe somebody special ordered one, or there was a factory misrun or something like that with another gun. But this is the only model that's not supposed to have a dovetail on it. We are going to be shooting this with the CCI pistol match. This gun's a shooter when I do my part, so hopefully we'll have some good results here. I believe the sight picture on this one is very, very promising. Let's go ahead and load up a mag. So this one, like I said, the production on these was somewhere in the low 2000s from what I have read. Mine, the serial number is 1200 and some. So not the earliest models, but kind of mid-production, I would say. So we're going to start off with a mag, just kind of get our cold bore out of the way with a mag full at some plinking targets I got down there. And we'll start her off with a shot at the gong. Putting. I have a really nice Lee shaver insert in the front. Makes for a very nice sight picture. All right, let's see. There's the ram. Or not. Did I hit one of the other ones? Those are really hard to see through iron sights. Let's try that ram again. There he is. Let me take a peek here. Did I hit one of those other ones? Doesn't look like I did. think I still see both of them sitting there. No, I must have just missed it. All right, I got 2 more shots. We'll try to knock those other 2 down, and then we'll move on. This is just more than anything just to clear our cold bore, get a little heat in the barrel. All right, where is that pig? There he is. Smack. All right. I bought a can of paint and I need to repaint those silhouettes. I keep saying that. This is like the 2nd week that I haven't done that. I got them. All right. Let's, so this is going to be the last 5 shots out of this box. And then I'll have to open up a new box. So I believe this has the same size, which is the largest barrel that Mossberg ever made for a 22. Same size barrel as what you would find on the 144 LSB, which was the last of the LS models. It didn't come out until quite a while after this. This barrel is much larger in diameter than the LS and the LSA. All right. Upper target. I did take a few shots with it ahead of time. I was shooting a little high. I adjusted it. So hopefully we're where we need to be. All right, looks like we got a couple shrapnel holes in the... But I believe that's a 10. So that's a good way to start. All right. I won't look at every shot, but maybe I'll look in between the mags just to see what we got going on. Number 4. Love these Lee Shaver inserts. If you've got a globe that he makes an insert for, I don't think you're going to find a better. He makes them for most of the popular globes. Redfield, Lyman, Anschutz. Which brings me to a point that I want to point out, kind of a, oh, by the way, about this rifle. This is the only production Mossberg rifle that ever came with Redfield sights on it. All right, looks like a bunch of 8s. All right, and I'll tell you why. Because this was a military contract gun, and the military contract actually specified Redfield Model 75. The official box opening knife of the day is my Baron's Son carbon 4th generation folding hunter. Very, very nice knife. So yeah, Mossberg was competing with Winchester and Remington, and I think they all actually had some part in that same contract over the period of years. because the Winchester 75 and the Remington 513T, that was a military U.S. property marked guns, also came with this Redfield 75 peep sight. The more you know. Okay, 2 more for this, I think. One more. Trigger's not the best on this, but I think that has something to do with the military contract as well, because my military contract my military contract 513T and my military contract Winchester 75 both have very similar weighted triggers, 2.5 pound. Not horrible trigger, but nothing like you'd find on a Winchester 52 or a Remington 40X and Schutz. So and also I have a Winchester 75 that is not a military contract, and 2 Winchester 5 or Remington 513Ts that are not military contract, and all of those have very nice triggers. So I do believe that probably had something to do. They wanted them to be more like the guns they were going to be shooting out. All right, look like I stacked a few 9s in there on that mag. That's good. All right. So looks like I'm mostly going a little to the left. All right. I haven't done much of it in the last few years, but I used to be a very, very avid milsurp shooter as well. Just got so busy with the BB guns that I still have them. Someday we'll roll back around to them. Not too many more years before I'm going to retire, so then I'll have, well, just like everybody says, I'll have a lot of time on my hands. Seems like people that are retired, or people that I know that are retired, are some of the busiest people I know, so. I think what retirement's going to look like for me is going from full-time at what I do now, working on radio electronics, and part-time YouTuber, to becoming a full-time YouTuber. I don't know, at least for a while, as long as I'm young at heart and healthy. All right, that looks pretty good. Maybe 1.8. Let's see if we can finish her up strong. That looks like a pretty good showing for the old Mossberg. Three. This is four. Should be the last one. All right, I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to grab those and add them up. We'll see how we did. Stand by. All righty, I'm back. And I can't fault the gun. This is probably all my fault, but I know I could have done better. I should have stopped after that first round and taken 2 or 3 clicks to the right, but I didn't. So I really kind of shot myself in the foot, so to speak. But it grouped really well, but they were all off to the left. So I ended up with more 8s than I really should have. If I had taken 2 or 3 clicks to the right, like I said, almost all of these shots would have been 9s and 10s. But here's the first target. Really, really good grouping. Just hard to hard to say too much bad about that as far as the grouping goes. And ended up with an 85, so still pretty respectable. And then on the next one, I did do better, but again, everything except for one shot was off to the right. Not sure what happened there, but pretty tight grouping. Besides that one, just a little bit left. Again, 2 or 3 clicks, maybe 4 with this Redfield sight, and I would have been right all over that 10. You can see where all those ones in the middle would have been shifted over. Even if I'd shifted over half an inch, would have been 9s and 10s instead of 8s and 9s. So ended up with an 88 on that one. Still pretty respectable. And the most important thing, another chance at winning Mike's Savage Mark II that he's given away. So anyway, thanks, Mike, for doing these challenge for the most part, but also for being so generous in that giveaway. There's a lot of people entered, so but my chances are as good as anybody else's of winning it. So I might as well give myself the best chance I can have. So thanks, Mike. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.